Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to the Elevate Your Soul podcast. Today, I want to talk to you about personal development and spiritual growth. And there's so many different ways that you can go about how to grow, how to evolve, how to expand the mind, how to do the inner work. But I want to share with you a way that I think is probably the most powerful way how to truly grow and expand and evolve. And it's not meditation, and it's not yoga, and it's not dance, although I think all of those things are extremely important. It's actually travel. I think traveling is hugely underestimated when it comes to personal development and personal growth. Travel isn't necessarily known for those things. We see travel as escaping to a holiday to get away from work and lying in the sun because you're so freaking exhausted from the career you hate. But if you travel on your own, you will learn so many things about the world, about other people, about nature and animals, and most importantly, you will learn so much about yourself. You will become best friends with yourself. You will understand yourself better than you've ever understood yourself before. If you have a passion to grow, if you have a desire to really evolve and do the personal development and do the work to get over your fears and live the life you've always wanted, it has to come from a place of truly wanting it. And travel may not be everyone's option. Traveling alone might seem like such a scary idea to you, but that is where the growth is. You need to run towards your fear, and that is the quickest way that you can truly grow and evolve. And it comes down to passion. Do you have a passion to grow? Do you have a passion to travel and explore? And if you do, don't make money an excuse not to. I hear it time and time again. People use money as an excuse not to travel. Yes, personal development requires a lot of energy. It requires a lot of energy to think, to take some time. It requires a lot of time as well. And all money is energy. It's just another form of energy that you can put into yourself. And there are courses you can do. There are Tony Robbins events you can go to that also cost money. But I highly recommend you look at traveling as another investment in your personal development. And traveling with a friend is all good. Traveling with a family member is all good, or a partner, all good. But the growth really lies in just traveling yourself. So I'll tell you a little bit about my experience with travel, and I've traveled a lot by myself. But there were these 3 months, it was a few years ago now, and I was just kind of at a place where I was just fed up with life. I was fed up about my anxiety, about being scared, about feeling depressed, about feeling like I was just locked in a cage, so to speak. I just felt like I needed a shift, I needed a change, and I needed it now. I couldn't wait because I wanted to no longer waste my time. I wanted to live the life I always wanted, and I knew that I would get there much quicker if I just pushed myself. And I was scared shitless. I wasn't like, oh, I'm courageous. The idea of traveling by myself seems fine. Like, no, I was young, early 20s, and I was traveling around the world by myself. I had no way of earning money at the time. I was living off my savings, and I just booked one-way tickets everywhere. And I just said, you know what? Because I'm on my own, I'm just going to do whatever the fuck I want to do, and I'm going to go wherever the fuck I want to go. And I'm not going to let money get in the way or anything get in the way I'm going to go where I desire. And I did the whole trip like that, and it lasted for 3 months. And I just booked one-way tickets around the world. I went to Europe and North America. I didn't go to third world countries on my own. That would have been a little bit too much out of my comfort zone, going fully by myself, not knowing anyone. But just getting out there and traveling by myself and learning to talk to strangers and learning to talk to locals and learning to try to communicate with people who didn't even speak English, who I didn't know the language of. Doing all of that just pushed myself so much to learn about myself. And through learning more about yourself, you learn more about other people. You can only understand other people as well as you understand yourself. So this is a huge way to grow, evolve, and expand in any area that you want in life. Personal development helps you in your relationships. It helps you in your health. It helps you be happier. It helps you with your mood. It helps you earn more money. It helps you with your business and your career. Personal development helps all of those things. And self-love is another word for it. And that's why everyone's so crazy about this stuff. It's not about like, oh, you need to love yourself just so you can love yourself and nothing else in your life is going to change. It's like, no, your life is going to change 100% without a doubt once you start doing personal development, once you start doing work, once you start realizing and becoming aware of your beliefs and your thoughts, and that you have a choice in changing them, and that you have a choice of creating the life that you want. You are the ultimate creator of your own life. And until you truly subconsciously realize that and understand that, your life's not going to shift that much. Your life's not going to change. You're not going to be able to get the life you always dreamed of and desire for. But I just wanted to make this short message for you who is listening to this episode. If you're listening to this podcast episode, you manifested this in your life. You manifested Elevate Your Soul. You manifested this podcast episode on traveling and personal development for a reason. So if you're listening to this right now, this is your message. This is your call to, if you're wanting to expand, if you're wanting to grow, book that one-way ticket. Go by yourself. Do whatever you can to book a one-way ticket and try not to worry. You're obviously going to worry. You're obviously going to have fears and doubts, but try to move those so far to the corner and let your desire and your passion for growth and travel win. Beyond the fears, beyond everything else that's trying to stop you or make an excuse or push it to a later date, go book that one-way ticket and watch your life unfold so differently than you ever could have imagined. This episode, this message is for anyone who wants to take their life seriously, who wants to take their happiness seriously, who wants to take action, and who really wants to make a change in their life. And I'm sure a lot of people listening to this have thought about it before. I'm sure you've thought once about booking a one-way ticket, the middle of nowhere, or who knows where on earth, by yourself. But fear got in the way, and doubts got in the way, and you wanted to stay in your comfort zone, and you didn't end up doing it. This is my message to you. If you haven't traveled by yourself already, I highly recommend doing it so that you have that experience, so that you know what it's like, so that you can discover things about yourself that you can't always discover just by listening to podcasts or just by doing yoga or meditation or whatever other practices you're doing to have self-love and grow in personal development. Traveling by yourself is such a unique, quick, energetic, powerful, confidence-lifting way to grow and evolve. And it helped me so much understand myself. It helped me gain so much confidence, and it helped lower my anxiety at least twice as much, if not 3 times as much. I came back and had like 3 times less anxiety. It helped me so much. It gave me so much confidence to know that I am capable of being on my own and not having a plan and honoring myself and dedicating myself enough to do whatever I wanted on the day, going wherever I wanted. And that's when you truly get to know yourself as well. If you're traveling by yourself and you're not having fun and you can't stand your own company, who else will want to enjoy your own company? In order for other people to truly love being around you, you have to first learn to enjoy your own company and enjoy being around yourself in the first place. So this podcast episode is for you. If you're listening to it till now, there's a reason you're listening to it. I am giving you permission. I am giving you the sign you need to have that confidence to take that next step and book a one-way ticket somewhere, or even just travel with someone. I just want to push you to think past your fears and go towards those crazy thoughts that you have, those crazy desires that excite you, before that ego or before the fear can sink in and say, no, that's crazy. I want you to go for that. I want you to make that decision and just take the first step. Don't even think about it. Just take the first step you need to do to move yourself in that direction. If you're gaining anything from this podcast episode, or if you know of anyone who you think would benefit listening to this podcast episode and hearing this message, please share it with them. You can screenshot it and send it to them, or copy the link and send it directly to them. That would be a huge help. Thank you guys so much for tuning into my podcast episode. I love my audience. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much. And I hope you have an amazing day and amazing week ahead of you. And I will see you on the next podcast episode. Bye.
Hey YouTube fam, if you like this video, make sure to hit the like button below. And if you think a friend, a family member, or just someone you know who could benefit from this podcast episode, please share this video with them. And if you've been enjoying the Elevate Your Soul podcast, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for new episodes weekly.